Alright guys, welcome back. Now a quick word about Paragon points and what I'm doing with Necromancer, since I've already reached more than level 100 Paragon. In the core department, from what I've read, core priority is movement speed, of course, clearing dungeons faster and also running from mobs. In the offense department, critical hit damage, and afterwards the priority will be the critical hit chance. In defense, of course, the priority is armor, just because it reduces damage overall. Afterwards is of course life percent. And the utility department, from what I've read on Icy Veins, it's the area damage. I put points previously in resource cost reduction. So let's just go with this until Paragon level 200 and see how it goes, alright? I'm not sure when to use Simulacrum and when to use Land of the Dead right now. So I do think I'm going to use them both at the same time. Because they do have the same cooldown of 120 seconds, so 2 minutes. Just do a quick Nephilim Rift and I'll have to win myself out of the Torment 7 and slowly move on to Torment 8 difficulty if you want to progress with the season objectives as well. I'm just going to keep my cooldowns until I encounter the first pack of elites. I think we're inside there. So let's just go in. Here we go. Just go in. So I'm going to use both cooldowns at the same time, I think is the most efficient. I also get what is called a fountain for more experience. Pool of reflection, right? And I suppose I should get more essence first and then just spawn a single mage. I'm not sure if I'm full on essence, do I get a very powerful mage or not? We'll have to check that out. So I guess you need a more strategical approach with the Necromancer. You can't just barge in like with the Barbarian. You need to slowly push, especially when you know, pushing GR levels and Nephilim Rifts and Torment levels. We're not in the farming mode right now, we're just pushing. Because otherwise, of course, we would just lower the difficulty and farm for Greater Rift keystones. Also need some time to get used to using Simulacrum instead of the Carpify. Sure, it's more useful when it comes to damage, but I'm very squishy. The class is very squishy right now. And it doesn't matter how well balanced the classes are, there's still going to be differences. Of course, I remember when Diablo 3 came out, the Barbarian was always the best class to play. Was an iconic class from the Diablo 2, of course. The Wizard as well was greatly overpowered. But Demon Hunter was kind of weak, kind of difficult to play. You can never do a perfect balance with classes which are so different, like in Diablo. That's always going to be an issue. So I use the Kanai's cube to put that power on pylons again to spawn elites. It's always useful, get more elites, especially in rifts. I don't remember which item that was. I think it was the ring. So this seems to be more fun. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Well, I can't say I enjoy having not that much health, but hey, that's how it is right now. And now it's slowly starting to turn into a grinding game. Of course, the champion, you need to level 3 legendary gems to level 35, reach greater level 40, kill some bosses on Torment 10, which is the equivalent of level 40 in Greater Rifts. And for that you need better equipment, and so on and so forth. So I suppose the actual game starts with the champion season objectives. That's how it should be. So I suppose someone who actually knows how to play the game can get there in, I don't know, 3 days, 4 days. Just about 20 hours playtime, and this is where the actual end game starts. So right now I think the season will still last for about 2 more months. So more than enough time to actually reach some objectives. I'm just going to record my playtime, document. This is the first let's play I'm doing in a very long time, in about 6 years. I did do my first let's plays in 2013, 2014. I also streamed a bit back then on Twitch, but I just, got busy with other stuff. Now I'm planning on doing this regularly because it's something I quite enjoy. It's just, you could say, a hobby for me. Playing games and commenting on them, helping some other people out which are less experienced in different games. I do have a large collection. I usually play a lot of RPGs. Be it action RPGs like Diablo or classic RPGs, my favorite. Games like Pillars of Eternity or Divinity Original Sin, or the older ones like the Fallout 1 or 2 and Baldur's Gate, the BioWare games. Also what you would call adventure games, be it classic point and click adventures, puzzle games, or the more modern roguelikes, roguelites, whatever they are called. Something, you know, inspired. What Diablo also inspired itself from a game called Rogue, so semi-randomly generated dungeons where you could crawl, dungeon crawlers, kill monsters. And I also do play some strategy games. I'm not such a big fan of real-time strategy games outside of maybe, you know, StarCraft. I enjoy more turn-based strategy games. Games like Civilization or XCOM 2. And also games like Europa Universalis 4 or Crusader Kings 2, which are I think great for Let's Plays just because you can basically write your own story. You get these random events and it depends how you react to them, and that's the beauty of the game. So that's about it. You can check my Steam and GOG collections in the About section of the channel. I got some links there. My profile on Steam and GOG is also called Livorius. And yeah, I'm Liv for short. And that's how it's going to be. If any of you guys are looking for a certain playthrough, I cannot guarantee I'll have the time for it, but you can always let me know in the comment section. And I'll make sure to take it in consideration. As I said, I have like 250 games, I think, even more. Many of them I've never even played because I didn't have the time for it. So make sure to just let me know in the comments. I enjoy doing this and I see myself doing it for a very, very long time. Okay. Just rinse and repeat, do one more. Okay. And the yellows I'll just disenchant. Salvage, sorry. Old World of Warcraft habit. Alright. The garbage disposal, wonderful. And yeah, just some smaller items. Let's just go and do another one real quick. Okay. Whoops. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that, guys. Oh boy. Well, thank God for cooldowns. I'm a bit happier to have 2 cooldowns instead of 1 now, but of course Simulacrum takes a quarter of health. Oh boy, Mortar. My favorite. Not. Just running around, I'm just running around. Oh boy. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh boy. Arcane Enchanted too. This is not good. Oh boy. Try not to die, try not to die. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. Be better. Now that is coming soon. No, not a chance, because you have to run from the mortar, you have to run from the arcane enchanted, and also you have to run so you're not getting hit. It's just too much. I did pull too much, or just, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, simulacrum as well. Now it's gonna go better. Yeah. Die, bitches. Am I pulling too much, or was the mob pack just too big? I will need to pace myself. I'm also not familiar with these mobs. These have to do with a new zone I didn't play much, like some werewolves and stuff. I will get used to it, no problem. Okay, also some elites. Here we go. I'm kind of familiar with this old cooldown mechanic from World of Warcraft, I guess. We'll just focus on picking up legendaries. We'll see them on the map anyway. And I suppose the map also shows us set items, yeah? Okay. Just running around. Jailer. I guess Molten with Mortar with Arcane Enchanted and with Desecrator is kind of a bad combination you can get, of course. But let's not forget that Diablo was inspired, the original Diablo 96 was inspired by a game called Rogue. So Diablo is one of the original roguelikes. And in the last 10 years we've seen an explosion of roguelikes from all walks of the earth, with different genres, different combinations, and I think it's great. It's what players want, true random environment based on template, true random skills the character or the party has. Just random encounters, different things that can happen, and it's not bad that indie studios are developing this, because indie studios don't always have the best resources, textures and assets and fantastic graphics. And then when you play a game with not so great graphics, some things are also left to the imagination, and I think this is something really important that the game industry did start to miss quite a while back. So when you're playing a AAA game, you're just playing it for the latest, best graphics in town, and you're not playing it for the gameplay, for actually building a story in your head. And it's a shame, really, because there are a lot of great indie games out there, and especially this let's call it roguelike genre, because I don't really like the comparison, but still it's a great genre to play. There are a lot of interesting games out there, and they're also not that expensive. Especially I bought a lot of games right now, and because during Christmas, New Year's, of course Steam and also GOG have a lot of sales. You can get games 50% off, 75% off. I even got some games 85% off, which is crazy. Now I don't know when I'll have the time to actually play them, but still it's nice to see so many options. And as I told you, in the last 10 years I didn't play a lot of games. I just played a bit of World of Warcraft, played a bit of Diablo 3, played a bit of StarCraft 2, And this is all I can remember, really. I just played Star Wars: The Old Republic when it came out at the beginning of 2012. I played Skyrim, of course. You know, a couple of Telltale games, The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us. I didn't have much time to try out different games. But in the meanwhile, a lot of new and interesting indie games came out. They're actually quite fun to play and also quite fun to broadcast in a stream or of course on YouTube. So I'm looking forward to trying that out as well. And the main idea behind this channel is just doing full playthroughs, trying to give my viewers some information about what I've learned by playing the games, but also, you know, just a relaxed, fun environment in a mature way of playing games casually for fun. You know, it's not a contest, we're not in any rush. I think this YouTube is still a bit lacking, and you know, gamers from my generation and even older ones, you know, we are getting a bit more mature, and we're not old kids anymore. And I think there are people out there who appreciate a more mature environment, not just people screaming on YouTube, and something you can watch or listen to in the background in the evening, you know, after work, just or in the car, something like that, being relaxed or relaxed down. This is what I'm aiming for. I just started a couple of weeks back, so I'm still learning, guys, and I'll probably learn for the next couple of years. And this is the plan. I'm just looking to maybe put out a video every day. That's what my time allows me to, and see where I go from there. As you know, the types of games played, as I said, RPGs, action RPGs or classic RPGs, adventure games, let's call them, point and click puzzle games, but also roguelikes and strategy games, we could also say. I'm interested in games which provide random encounters, random effects, so that you can basically write your own story and make the let's play a personal one, which is fun to watch. Because if we're just playing a cookie cutter game which everyone is playing, it's like Diablo 3 a bit, I'm afraid, because it's you know, it's nothing people haven't seen, and I don't think a new player would watch an action RPG just because they don't know what's going on. I actually tried to watch some Grim Dawn just to see how the game is. It's quite interesting, and I'm sure I'll try it out in the future. But you know, if you don't know game, you don't know the classes, you don't know the abilities, it doesn't give you any value if you haven't played the game. And if you have played Diablo 3, I'm sure you wouldn't watch some other guy playing it. It's fun to play, but not as fun to watch. But I thought it would be a good game to start with, just because I've played it extensively. I have about 1,000 hours in Diablo 3. And yeah, it's actually fun for me to play it. But I'm sure it's not that fun to watch. But you can, you know, let me know in the comments. For now, it was a good thing to start because I kind of know the game and I can just switch off my brain and talk without the game requiring too much focus from my side. Of course, I'm still going to die. I'm still dying a bit, but hey. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Well, that was unfortunate. We got some legendaries here, whatever. I guess that's it. You can just go to town. Alright, so I'll identify some items I got here, salvage, rinse and repeat, and I'll see you at the next Nephilim Rift, and then I think I'll slowly start raising the difficulty and see how that goes. Okay guys, thanks for watching, see you next time, bye bye.